it faster and louder, guys. So, Randy's GTO has been sitting for, where's the calendar? I don't know, like a year and a half, something like that. It's still pretty much in the same position it's been in for a long time, but there's been some things that have been happening in the meantime. So we're gonna go check out his car today, or I should say I'm going to check out his car today because he's too busy. You know, it's probably not super fair of me to be so mean about Randy and his car, because it's been extremely expensive and it's really hard to come up with the money for projects like this, especially when you have to tear down the whole engine. You basically have to reassemble the whole thing with all brand new parts. But he's my brother, so. Okay, so this is the GTO. It's been in this position for quite a while now, as you can see. Well, I guess this is popped. I don't GTO, as you can tell. So this is where the engine used to be, obviously. Still got the transmission in there. Got the driver's side header still in there. But everything is out currently. The block is actually at a machine shop locally, so this is where it was living for a long time. We get all over the place. This is the crank that was in it. Got some lifters. I believe that's the cam that's gonna need to be completely. No, that's not it. That's not the one. This is the new crank. Okay, this is a new crank. This is the old one. This is a new cam. This is a Texas Speed cam. I actually have the card for that. Let's see. Yep, this is it right here. It is 233 intake, 239 exhaust, 600 lift at 1.7 rocker ratio, and yeah, it's a 110 center line, which is actually pretty low-key. These are the connecting rods. So if you didn't know, it's gonna be a stroker now. So it's gonna go from 6.0 to 6.5. God, look how dirty this is. Look how freaking dirty it is. Oh my God. This is Randy's GTO though. This is a 2006 Phantom Black with LS2. It's got the 6-speed manual. Pretty dope car when it's running, but it's been sitting outside for a while. It's like, it's actually kind of got some disrepair. I'm gonna need to do a wrap or something. Look at this. Look at that clear coat. It's just gone. It is disappearing in front of our eyes. So I'm thinking, oh God, look at that. Oh, Randy, my man, come on. It'd be really nice to like sand down this stuff, like this spot up here. Like, it'd be really nice to be able to sand that down and just wrap the whole thing. So if anybody wants to do like some sort of thing with us on our channel, you know, some cross promotion or something, that'd be pretty cool. Hit me up if you know somebody or if you do that. That'd be pretty cool. It's been sitting out here for a long time and it sucks because like we actually had it running for a little bit, not very long. And it had a, what was it? I'm trying to remember because it's basically broken twice now. I can't remember. It was a cam one of the times. I think a lifter failed and it just wiped out a lobe and actually cracked the lobe. And then we had some sort of, I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it might have been lifter failure the second time too. So I think like the geometry or something was going on there. So basically just ripped the whole thing apart again. And then he decided, I think he had like something was going on with like a connecting rod or something actually the second time. So that's why they decided to go with the stroker kit. And then there's been like things going on with like the wrong sizes and things of that nature. So they finally are getting everything they need. Like I said, they have everything at the machine shop right now, and they are they're milling the block, the top of it, to make it all flat and true and everything. So that's where that's at. This over here. So this is the fast intake that he got. I think it's a 102 millimeters. Got that big boy on there. I think it's like a Nick Williams throttle body, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but he's got that on there. He did have, I'm not even sure where this is at. Damn it, Randy. I need you here. Help me out. He did have a Veraram intake on it. I don't know if that's just sitting in here or what. Oh, come on. No, I don't see it sitting in here anywhere. But he did have a Veraram cold air intake, and he was having all kinds of issues with that. This is the original intake manifold. Huh, I don't know. That's from his old cold air intake at AEM. Dirty as hell, just like everything else. Jeez. So yeah, it's just been a process. It's been expensive. It's been disheartening. It's been a lot of things except for cool. And I'm hoping that we can get this stuff back and throw it all together and throw it back in the car, and then he can worry about making his car look good again. It's just depressing. But anyways, I figured I'll give a quick little update on that. Let me see if the door's open. We can do a little shot of the interior. Ah, it is open. So this is interior. It's actually pretty nice. Six-speed manual. They also finally got a oil pressure gauge. It's obviously not installed, but I think that this is, what was this? I'm trying to remember where this is actually supposed to go. I don't know if this is a pillar mount. It's kind of hard to tell, but they were talking about this one that like fits up here, and it I think it's like a 2-gauge cluster or something, so that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it's just sitting here waiting to be fired up again. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's Randy's GTO in a nutshell. It's gonna be pretty awesome, I think. It should make over like 500 horsepower at the rear wheels at this point. I mean, before it was making like 430 or 440 rear wheel horsepower. So going from that to a stroker kit and a slightly bigger cam and the intake, I mean, it should make at least right around 500 horsepower. At that point, it's going to be the heads that are restricting it. So anyways, that's it. Hopefully we have some more GTO material for you guys in the future. Stick with us on that. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a good one.
That needs to be checked.
How do you feel, Randy? Is this fun? Are you having fun yet?
This is why you check everything. You buy a stroker, that's what happens.
I'm on my way to pick up Randy right now. He lives a little bit north of me. Gonna go pick him up real quick, and then we're gonna go to his dad's house on the west side where his GTO and engine is. So we're gonna head over there, and I'm gonna do a little bit of an update, and I'll talk to them about what's been done so far and what needs to be done still. So finally we'll have kind of a good update. We're gonna have some progress here. Did I say progress? Holy shit. Very exciting. Speaking of exciting, there's some pretty big things going on with Faster and Louder. It's not entirely because my YouTube channel is so successful. I mean, we got a million subscribers. Yeah, right. But my job that I do, like my actual daytime job, I'm a fiber optic splicer, and I'm kind of growing my own company, I guess you could say. So I have a couple of interesting things in the future. It does affect Faster and Louder, and it's gonna be pretty damn cool. And there's some other things in the chamber, so to speak. So definitely look out for that. Very good. So, what did you guys do so far?
Had the block machined.
Yeah.
So far total, the block has been line honed. The main caps were line honed. The cylinder bores were 10 over. We had the block decked. And one more thing. Oh, the rotating assembly balanced.
Nice. It looks pretty.
Yep. And so we put the bearings in, set the crank obviously in it, and tighten it all down, set the thrust washer, and did final torquing.
Nice. So what are we going to try to do now?
Today we are going to be checking the connecting rod bearing clearance.
Sweet. That sounds pretty damn exciting.
Yeah. One of the fun things to do is checking clearances over and over.
It's not exciting, but it'll keep it from being a lot less exciting later on.
Right. It's a necessity.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the things that will make the job a lot easier is this wonderful
Oh yeah, your tool that you
Peel Racing rod cap splitter
patent pending
1.0.
Yeah, so can you demonstrate how this works?
Sure.
See how this new invention, it's not really new, is it?
No.
You're pretty much just copying somebody else.
No, I did not copy anybody else's design. Okay, so you can't split these main cap or the rod caps because these are sleeved. So you break loose the fasteners, ARP 2000 fasteners. Lay it into it. I gotta do some final machine work. Got the bolts separated like that. Boom. Splits it. Take it off, unscrew it. And that makes it a whole lot easier.
So you did... Hey, one of those welds looks pretty good.
Yeah. If I had a real welder instead of my...
That's pretty cool, though.
My Titanium 200 Unlimited from Harbor Freight.
And I'm sure you have all this measured out to like thousandths of an inch accuracy and all that, right?
Yes, of course. Everything.
What is this? Are these just like huge washers?
Yeah, they were shipping washers on the equipment for my work.
That's awesome. And this is like from shelving or something?
That's unistrut for mounting like electrical conduit or piping, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
This is conduit. This is square tubing from some project that we made at work, and we ended up taking it back out.
Did you like show all the other guys your invention?
Oh, hell yeah. They were like, oh, that's cool. I said, yeah, I saved $135 because that's what the Proform tool costs from Summit Racing.
I mean, for something
$134.99.
For something like that, I'm actually surprised it doesn't cost more, though, honestly, because it's pretty big.
Oh, I'm sorry. Theirs is aluminum. Ooh, yes.
It's lightweight for racing.
Lightweight.
If you want to race with it.
It's racing weight, right. But that's common with, I made a few tools. I mean, why not when you can get away with it?
Yeah.
Like crank turning socket. I made a rod vise right here. Just stuff like that. Why not? Right?
Yeah. Cool shit.
Things to make life easier for you.
So that's your cam, right? The one with the brass looking or copper.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna put that one in instead.
The AMC one?
Yeah.
I wanted to be a slow old piece of shit, maybe.
You mean reliable? Which one has been running for
Wait,
40
who's still
years?
in business, Pontiac or AMC?
Yeah, no shit.
I'm sorry. No.
Holden's not even in
Holden,
business.
right,
Holden, Pontiac, AMC, it's all pretty much.
Holden is gone.
We're
this
a
isn't a Holden engine.
we're a garage of
No,
failures.
this is the G. So
That's
let's see here. To check clearance.
Still can't beat a Mustang.
Let's bring around a journal. Right
Did
here.
you bring your notebook for the journal? The journal. Is it? They're not perfectly round, right?
These are actually these have a fillet on them.
Mm-hmm.
If you can,
Like towards the edges.
right in here. Right in here, it's got a fillet. Now you got to have bearings that clear that also. And if Randy picks up the factory crank over there and shows you the throws on that, they don't have a.
These are just like
These
flat
are
all the way
just
to the
flat,
end.
right?
So what's the benefit of that for oiling?
These
or
are
something?
stronger. These have.
Oh, because
these
it's
are-
like
makes the crankshaft stronger. This
it's
is
like
a
not a sudden end. It's like more.
This is a Lunati Voodoo non-twist blah blah crank stroker crank.
Nice. It's funny like how much more purpose built this bottom end looks compared to the AMC. It's
Yeah.
like years of development and like
Oh, I mean,
engineering.
right? The
because
main,
it's like this is so like it's just like straight everything's it's
Right.
got the 4 bolts and everything.
this
and
is
then,
a
like,
deep skirt
you-
block, and this AMC is
It's like-
not.
yeah, I mean these the webbing here.
There is no webbing.
This is the
Right.
webbing. What is that? Like a quarter of an inch? Maybe
That
3/8
part, yeah,
of
the
an inch.
strengthening rib.
Yeah. And then over here it's like
Right.
it's a chunky boy. Nice and thick with 3
And I mean,
Cs.
you know, even looking at the base of the cylinder bores down there compared to the AMC, you know, and
Yeah. That's just funny.
right.
What's it supposed to be? Let's see. What are we at right here?
We are at, there's 4 thousandths, so we are at 35.
What's the tolerance?
The tolerance, the spec is rod bearing moderate high performance to racing is 225 to 250.
So they give you more clearance with high performance.
Yeah,
Is it because of the RPMs or something, or
you can get away with it because you're just putting more load and all that. I mean, there's so many different variances to create that. I have actually heard of one engine, the clearances are so loose on it that when he starts it up, it sounds like a diesel.
like piston slap and all that?
Oh, big time. And then when it heats up, when it gets up to temperature, it
God.
just sounds like a really rowdy ass. You know.
Well, I mean, a lot of LSs have piston slap from the factory, but that's because it's GM. This book is How to Build GM LS Series Engines.
for dummies.
Yeah. No, they don't want to condescend you with this book. You're like, you're a man, you can figure it out, dumbass. So you're supposed to be at 3 thousandths of an inch. Is that what it is? The clearance?
220 to 250?
It says for rod bearings, yeah, 225 to 250. And what were you at? 235?
Something like that.
So that's within spec for the rod bearings. Perfectly, almost.
Yeah, I finally watched that donut video of what your engine noise is making or whatever.
Oh, the rod knock sound?
Yeah.
I know.
And I was like,
thinking
that's
about you when I
literally
saw
exactly my engine. That's happening with his. I didn't quite finish it yet, but like everything that he was doing was like exactly what was
that.
happening.
Yeah, it's like ta 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 ta. You could hear like
Yeah, I was like,
it didn't have like that high pitch.
You heard that it was down below even. I mean,
Yeah.
there was no mistaking it that it was down from down below, but we couldn't hear it because of the valve train noise.
Yeah, it's like, is it valve train or rod knock? Well, it's both.
Did you hear the fun part again of this?
What?
He gets to fuck around with push rod length again.
Oh yeah. Wait, so what changed to make the push rod length?
The block was decked.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know why you had him do that.
Probably.
Didn't need that.
Yeah, especially if you didn't want to have additional compression. They probably had to do it to, was it warped a little bit or
He
something?
says that it was belt
So he
sanded.
says.
How much did he deck it?
I don't know. He didn't. I don't know if he told me or not. In
Get
order
a-
for him to be safe and not have to run racing fuel and stuff like that.
So you need like a 500ths compressed gasket?
05 head gasket.
Okay.
We won't have to worry about piston to valve clearance, even though I want to check that also. That's all just part of proper blueprinting of an engine. If you want to do it right, you got to take the time to do this.
All right.
Fun.
I like to have fun.
I like to have fun.
Get the Peel Racing ring squaring tool out.
Ring squaring tool.
Yep. The Peel piston ring squaring tool.
Wow. Patent pending.
Patent applied for.
Did you use an LS to build that, to make that?
No, this was actually from my racing engine.
It's probably a similar bore, huh?
Nope, mine was bigger. Mine was bigger than Randy's.
Yeah, didn't you say it was like a 30/4?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even really tell that by looking at it. It's enough to have. This is piston slap right here.
So let's see how bad we gotta ring file these.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Ring file.
Yeah, I mean, how do you know? It looks like fine.
And were they sized to that anyway?
You're supposed to put them in there and then measure the actual gap. And it's
Right.
supposed to be a specific clearance in there, so it can
to
like.
be like super minuscule though.
Yeah, you want enough that it can still like lubricate, but not too much that it like blows by, essentially. Or so I've read.
Yeah.
I'm a book mechanic.
Yeah.
I know a lot of stuff and have no experience.
Well, here, Randy, look for a ring
Clearance.
gap.
Wouldn't that be
Ring
something
gap.
that's like custom to whatever you're running?
No, it'll have a measurement on it. Next
mean-
step would be to
Putting the you're gonna put these on the crank next and then do this.
well, I
or-
need to check side clearance of the rods, and also check stroker clearance because we're running a stroker crank. Need to make sure that the rods are going to clear inside the block.
What are you finding? Did you look in the index?
No, I was looking at the thing.
The
Pre-assembly, like the check your engine over type of thing.
Okay, so now I get to use my fancy pants tool.
Which one?
Both of them.
All
I
of
get
them.
to use the Peel Racing Rod Vise 1.0.
Patent pending. Don't forget that part. They'll steal your
Yeah.
ideas.
And then I also get to use my Peel Racing Rod Cap separator. And Harbor Freight ratchets are reverse.
Reverse.
Yeah.
Oh, the
The-
switch.
the
Yeah. That's because it's Chinese.
they read right to left.
Yeah. They do everything backwards over there.
Really?
Oh, it's a slide. Oh, it won't fit. With a.
With the bearing in it, I gotta clearance the weld.
Oh damn. Oh, cool. Now we get to have a really cool intro with sparks.
No, we're not doing that again.
I think this is a explaining.
Piston ring end gap calculation.
I think it's supposed to be
Inches cylinder bore times inches end gap over inch cylinder bore
says it-
equals
a
end
typical
gap.
set of high performance rings consists of plasma moly top rings and ductile iron second rings, and manufacturers of such a ring set will specify a minimum of 0.004 inches of end gap per inch of cylinder bore diameter for the top ring. So if it's a 4.005 inch bore, then it would be that times 0.004, and then that would equal 0.016 inches ring end gap. And that would be the minimum end gap for a naturally aspirated engine. So it would be, I mean, how do you know what the specifications are for the rings then? Does it say?
Last time.
Look, there's paperwork in here. High performance street NA top ring bore times 0.0045.
Give me the rod cap and the bolt.
But does it? Wait, did it say a minimum?
It's saying for your top ring, it's your bore size times 0.0045. Then your second ring is 0.0040. And then it even has your oil ring rail on here. So it's just slightly more open for your top ring and tighter on your second ring.
Mm-hmm. That's typical.
Yeah, I think about 3-4 more months, it'll be about ready.
All the clearances will be checked.
We'll have the clearances checked and we'll be ready for assembly.
Ooh. Oh shit! Look at that bolt hitting that block almost.
Almost is fine.
No.
Fuck. Oh, it's tapping it.
Oh, yep. Yes, it is. Try and turn it.
I saw
It
it.
hits it.
No, it's not.
It hit it, Randy.
I'm
No.
pretty sure it did.
It's
Go
getting-
back, go all the way back around.
I'm
then.
literally looking like from this view.
It's gonna get clearanced.
Well, I mean, it's gonna have to, yeah, but fucking goddamn it.
No, that's the fun of it.
No, because we have to get it machined.
No.
What are you gonna do? So we can take a grinder to
Well,
it?
you could, because I mean, it's not gonna.
Move.
There's no travel
Move.
of the piston, right there, right?
So we will take these wonderful carbide bits that I got and go in there and give it a.
But that's
me try
also.
to-
I mean, it's not really gonna help that much. But I was gonna say it's not even torqued down though all the way either.
I'm trying to
Which
like.
would probably help a little bit.
What we have is rod cap bolt clearance issue. It's just a little bit too close,
Yeah, that's super close.
so that needs to be checked.
How do you feel, Randy? Is this fun? Are you having fun yet?
This is why you check everything. You buy a stroker, that's what happens. You're swinging it out farther in a larger arc.
Changing the
I had to do this.
geometry.
I had to do the same thing on my 350.
Tink.
Yep, same thing. All right,
Jesus did not build this hot rod.
go up again. Okay.
This
Go
hot
down.
rod was not built by Jesus.
Jesus, God is with me though. All right, bring it around.
Not with me.
He's like, fuck this engine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not touching.
God, it's so close. I mean, the problem.
but-
the problem is like forged cranks and everything flex more than
Yeah.
cast.
No, cast flexes.
No,
more.
cast is solid, and that's why it breaks. Because when you have those opposing forces and it doesn't flex at all, then it breaks. Like forged flexes a little bit.
See,
That's why you need strong main caps and shit when you have.
I could tighten that
all
up,
this
and
shit.
it could turn one of the fastener pieces into that spot. Right now, it clears, like you said, because it's not tight. So okay.
Yeah, well, at least you got like 1.5 things done before you had to fuck with it again.
No, now the fun part, the fun shitty part is everything has to come apart.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we gonna take the whole crank out?
So 3-4 months, and it'll be ready to go. ready to assemble.
No, I'll get on this first.
Do we need to take the crank out?
No.
Is it gonna?
Oh yeah, I would. I'll just take the
Actually,
connecting rod out. And
yeah, everything.
Well,
the
because it
rods
might
and,
get up inside the fucking thing though.
No, I'll just
all
wrap them up.
passages. Yeah, you could just put tape on it, like masking
Yes.
tape.
Oh,
And-
you gotta make sure to do that, and then fucking blow it all off.
I would be more worried about accidentally starting a crack, if anything.
Well, I mean, how much do you have to do it? You just
You just
Dude.
giving it a touch
a little
with it.
eensy bit.
Yeah.
Right.
I know, but you could
Bring it
still.
around again.
I would think that cast iron would be more prone to cracking, or maybe not. I don't know.
Bring it around to this one first. Okay, hold it.
Jesus.
Go down.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
All
I'm
right.
done. I'm over it.
This is very productive.
I'm gonna buy a Civic.
Talk about old and dumb and
Get
shitty.
out of my garage.
It'll beat your 401 Javelin though
Okay.
in fuel economy.
You can't even beat a Mustang, a stock Mustang, with your previously built LS2. So I don't want to hear about
Okay,
it.
well, what about your Challenger? Can it beat a Mustang? No,
Probably.
it ain't beating shit.
So how are you getting home? Uber. I know you guys would call this sacrilege, but I'm getting an automatic car wash right now. Sorry. Anyways, I'm heading over to Randy and Ivan's house. They're going to be doing some more work on his engine, so I'm going to record that slash make fun of them and not really help out very much. So that's what we're going to go do. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, so this is Randy. Today I did a bunch more work. I mean, it felt like a bunch. Didn't really feel like it because now I'm still back to pretty much where I was. Right now, I need a ring filer so that way we can get them the right size, put on the pistons, put those in, and then I think for measuring goes, I'm pretty sure after that, then I am home free to just start slapping stuff together, and my god, I can't wait.
Just got to their house, air compressor's running, and Ivan's grinding on something. Let's check it out. What are you doing?
Cleaning up the ports.
The exhaust ports? Don't you need pistons in there before the exhaust ports do anything?
No, wait, what?
Don't you need pistons first?
That's what he's working on.
So we had some issues with the
Ring gap.
ring gap, trying to make sure we're within spec. So after some closer inspection, it looks like it's probably okay. Pretty sure we're okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. We thought that it would start out at the minimum gap already, and then we would have to file it more, but it was already more than the minimum gap to begin with for one of the rings on pretty much the whole set. So that, combined with the confusing packaging for this kit, basically made a huge delay in figuring this out. But I think we got it figured out, and now we're just double checking how much gap there is on the rest of the rings just to make sure nothing's goofy, and then we can put them on the pistons, right? And then are we gonna try to get them on the crank and
Yeah,
everything?
Be able to do that, I think.
Nice.
Maybe required install facing down
The supports.
inside the opening above the pin.
Right here.
Yeah, on the bottom, just like I said.
Where do you think I was putting it?
You were putting it between the fucking squiggly and this
No, I
one.
wasn't.
Oh my god, do I have to roll
Randy,
back the
I was
tapes?
right here.
Oh my god.
I was putting it here.
Okay, then you're blind as fuck because you
No,
didn't see
maybe
that
you
rail.
are.
You didn't see the other ring.
I did.
No, because you were putting it on the wrong spot.
Turn it.
Mom, Dad, quit arguing.
Should I do the opposite side piston now or just the one right next to it?
Do the opposite side.
Well, I guess either way it doesn't matter because they're all facing the same direction.
That one goes right there. Now you're gonna do this one?
Yeah, I can.
Are these like all these rings like clocked the way they're supposed to be?
Probably not.
Or are you not doing that yet?
Not yet. That I've always
Yeah,
done
whenever-
right as you're setting it into the
Yeah.
ring compressor.
Damn. Well, once these are in, this will be most of it. I mean, the bottom, the short
The
block.
short
right?
block will
Yeah.
be in.
That's the hardest part. That's all the stupid ass clearances and stuff as we're finding.
Dimple down.
That's
Yeah.
what I said, yeah.
Wait. The convex side or the concave side down?
Dimple down. See, like
Dimple
this
would be
one?
the concave side. See?
Well, that's not what Dan just said.
Well,
Is-
just go by the dimple.
Is Dan dad?
Just go by the nipple. Nipple. Just go by the
Yeah,
nipple.
nipple side? What is a dimple?
This goes down. That's a dimple.
Okay. But this could also be a dimple.
I think you're overthinking it just a little bit.
Well, obviously it makes a difference if they say which side goes where.
Is this metal or is this an alloy? I don't know. And what are we? We're disconnecting the actual rod,
We're splitting our connecting rods again,
and then we're gonna pop
and then
them
put
on.
them put them on.
Okay. So we need to probably make sure this is nice and clean and
And
lube it
that's
up.
Yep, that's what he's doing right now.
Get the engine KY ready, or the Astroglide. Yeah.
Ready?
All right, it's all oiled up.
All oiled up.
Compress the rings.
Okay.
Well, the piston's not even spun right.
Got the rings where they're supposed to be.
Yep. Hammer.
Something that's not metal.
Ready?
Yes. Want me to clamp it more?
Yeah. Nope.
Like a glove.
Uh-huh.
Well, it was good for a second.
Until it got to the part where it's supposed to get to.
Yeah.
That's why you buy a sleeve. Makes it so much freaking easier.
There we go.
Pretty good. I think that's up against it.
Wow, look at that. Nice. Okay, so we get some of the pistons in. How many did we get in? 4 so far? Or 5? We got 1, 2. Yeah, no, we got 5. Yeah. So we need 3 more in there. Get in there. Basically put a connecting rod on one of these backwards because they're not like a symmetrical design. So they're fixing that. And one of us, probably me, put one of the oil ring on upside down. It has a dimple to keep it from moving and all that stuff, and I didn't do that, so it's moving and not wanting to go into the cylinder. So Ivan's fixing that, and then hopefully we can get this wrapped up. All right, woo! Excellent, excellent. All right, woo! All right. All right, we got all the pistons in, so tomorrow we'll take them back out because we realized something else.
Rod cap side clearance.
Yeah. All right, well, that's pretty much the bottom end. And then what's next? The cam? Throw on the...
I think so.
Throw on the oil. We gonna do the oil pan or wait till the end for that?
The front covers, chain, cam, chain,
All
side
the
covers.
valve train related.
Start on the valve train.
Oh my god, so excited. I did some of that earlier. I recorded some of that.
Take a well-deserved break.
Does it actually say that?
Yeah, take a well-deserved break. Be sure to cover your engine while to prevent contamination.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Now install camshaft.
Alright, well, we'll be back for the next part. On Faster and Louder!
Welcome to Faster and Louder, Randy's engine episode, number however many, because there's probably a million. So today I came over during the week rather than the weekend like I normally do. We got our new cam timing chain gear set thing. Can't open it with one hand because we got the wrong one last time. Here's my old one. It's got the one contact thing. Before I bought one with like 4 or something like that. So I got the new set and I'm planning on putting that on today to my sweet baby darling. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. My mandatory sigh in my engine building video. And then hopefully we can put all this stuff on front plate, back plate, the clearance tray thing, and whatever else along the way, and maybe even the heads. Doubt it. Alright, so here I am. We're trying to put the crank sprocket on, and we're using a trick that it says to use your old sprocket with your old bolt against your new sprocket to firmly press it all the way so the way they're lined up. Obviously mine's not quite lined up yet. And then we started doing that, and then I'm like, well, how am I supposed to prevent it from spinning? Because whenever you start spinning it, it just turns the whole thing. So I was trying to figure out something, but
Grab your big channel locks.
yeah, we're gonna use our channel locks, even though I'd rather not be touching the sprocket, just in case if it bends it or something. But whatever, we'll see how it works. All right, so we just got the crank timing set up going, cam timing, all that fun stuff. Then we just got the milling oil pump going on there. And then it says to flip the engine over, so I'm about to do that right now, except my loyal squire's not here to help me. Now I'm about to spin it over and it's gonna fall.
No, never put your hand like that.
I was gonna catch it underneath.
No, you weren't. You were gonna rip your arm off.
No, I wasn't.
You're not as manly as your dad.
It needs to go forward now because I can't put the bolt in. Okay, now I just got to do the oil deflector tray. Make sure that has clearance, which I think I already did. You're kind of like already looked at. And then other stuff, I guess. So sweet. All right, stroker problems.
Number
Number 9,622. Fun. Okay, so today's Saturday. So Wednesday was whenever I was here last time. We were looking at the oil deflector tray clearance. And then Dad took it to work and torched it. Pretty not straight, like at all. Which is also another problem because now it just doesn't even line up. I have like a few steps before I can pretty much just tidy up the rest of the engine, like putting the front and rear cover on, the oil pan, and then the lifters. And it pretty much should be ready to go in the car, so hopefully that goes well. Alright, so we got the front and rear covers on, kind of. We still have to line them up, which we didn't even really do yet, because we just put the oil pan on, and I think we're probably supposed to line it up first, but the front one says that we have to put the damper on first before we tighten the bolts to make sure it lines up right. So we probably need to refigure all that stuff out, but anyways, we started putting all this stuff together. Oil pan's on, just getting excited, throwing everything together. So
not caring anymore. Just want it together.
No, we need to care a lot more right now. Alright, so we're back from a short Taco Bell break and a quick O'Reilly's visit to get our right socket for the big fancy bolt that I got. Pretty big, weird. So yeah, after that short break, we should be able to continue. Put on the balancer, and then all the sensors and whatever else comes with that. Should be just the fun stuff after this, basically. The fun stuff and trying to find all the bolts. So it'll be not as stressful, I think. We already have everything from here on like checked for the proper sizes, except for the push rods. So help me, Jesus. Alright guys, so Dad is inside polishing up the heads. He's just using this like Jegs kit that kind of like sands it out. But I am outside with the car that you can see is clearly super dirty. You can see footprints of like cats and neighborhood animals and junk walking all over it. Assholes. I am going to be trying to put the polyurethane engine mounts in real quick. Should take just a few seconds, honestly. The old ones are actually still in here. I thought we took one of them out and threw it away. Apparently not, so I don't know what I took out and threw away, honestly. But here they are. They're not really like busted up or anything. They don't look too bad, honestly. I'm sure people would like to tell me otherwise, but you know, I don't think they're too bad. They felt alright. Like, I don't know how much movement you're really gonna get out of it, but anyways, there's that. So I just put in the new ones. You know, shiny new stuff's always fun. Here's the old one. So at first I was like, oh, they're not too bad, but you can spin it. Not supposed to be like that, I'm pretty sure. So you can kind of see like where it was connected, how it was connected. And now it's like not. I might make a video regarding that, maybe, to see like how much crazier my engine feels like in my car, because instead of these like regular ones which are supposed to be soft, these are the polyurethane, which is like the middle ground, and they're supposed to be a little bit harder. So we'll see how that turns out, because this car definitely doesn't really need to be much shakier, but you know, I love my cam and it shakes, so we'll see how much shakier it makes it, if it's worse, if I decide that I want to go back to something squishy. We'll see. So today we are working on putting the lifters in, the head gasket, and then hopefully the heads, and then whatever else follows that. So previously we were afraid that the pistons were sticking out too far. They do stick up, but it's not really too much, and it's mostly just the piston rock. And yeah, these pistons rock, dude. So anyways, it hardly sticks up, so that was kind of what we were afraid of with my gaskets.
I wasn't afraid of it.
Dad says he's not afraid of it, but you know, me being the one who actually is affording this or not affording this, I was worried about it. And of course Dan is being a dick and making me even more worried about it, so you know, typical. And then right now we just put our old lifters in. Hopefully they're still good. I don't know.
The old newest.
Yeah, the old newer ones. And hopefully they're still good. Otherwise I'm gonna be really sad, because then I'm gonna have to buy more of those. Those are like, those were like $350 or whatever I said, and then I'll have to buy new gaskets.
And I'll have to buy Emily lots of flowers.
And then my time spent and all that garbage. So hopefully that's all good. And then once we get the heads on, hopefully our push rods are long enough, or not too long, or whatever the deal might be. Alright, so we're at this point right now. Actually not really, because the intake isn't actually on. We're just mocking it up, because we are figuring out the new setup for the oil pressure gauge. Yep. With the sensor. He's kind of figuring that out right now. And then
we have this fancy pants.
Yeah,
braided.
then I bought a new braided coolant
crossover
bleed line or whatever it's called.
Go here.
So hopefully that is like the right size and all that fancy stuff. And then after that, I think we should kind of be ready to put it.
Well, we got pre-lubed it
in the, yeah, and then we're gonna load it up full of oil. But I don't know if we're gonna do that before or after putting it in the car. So yeah, I don't know, but we're just figuring stuff out as we go right now, pretty much, and try not to rush it, but also like we're running on super hype energy, so here we go. Oh, my butt crack is sweaty.
So today I'm actually going to go check on Randy's progress on his LS2 for his GTO. They've been working on it quite a bit. I think they finally got all the loose ends tied up for the long block, and now they're putting the heads on and the lifters and the push rods and all that stuff. So let's go check that out. We're here with Randy of Faster and Louder to tell you the progress we've been making on our LS2.
So it's built up pretty much until this point right here. So we just got to put the push rods in.
Rock arms,
the
torque
rock
them
arms.
down, check push rod length. Yeah, actually we need to check push rod length.
Push rod length check-in time.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
You know, there's only about 50 fucking rags around here.
Yeah, but this one's clean and those aren't.
So how does this work, Master Mechanic?
It
Not
doesn't
you- not
90% of the time.
Not you. Let's get over here.
Dad doesn't know what he's doing with this shit either. I was the one who had to tell him about it.
Now you crank out your push rod length checker to what you figure it will be. In this case, we have it out at 10, and you basically 10 out. Yeah.
10 turns.
Yeah.
If it's like too long, you won't actually be able to set your lash properly, right? Like it'll be
Right.
like you won't be able to tighten it enough or something.
If the push rod is too long, your plunger on the lifter will be in too far, and you're gonna have issues with it later. If it's too short, your plunger on your lifter will be hitting the snap ring.
Like you'd be tightening it all the way down, and it still won't be enough, right?
And it'll just break. So that's why you got that variance inside there.
So you basically set these so the valve is at the very top position, right? And that's where you set the
Yeah,
valve lash.
where the valve is at the base circle of the cam,
Yeah.
and then you tighten it down. So that is too much.
And is that length that you just checked the longer push rod length that you had?
This was what we had on it before. This block has been decked.
We different gaskets.
Yeah, head gasket's different. The block has been decked.
All those factors combined.
Those change things.
Yeah.
Oh, my butt crack is sweaty.
That's
Premium content that we go for. Let me just record the outro right now. Like, alright, so we have to buy shorter push rods.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be waiting a couple more weeks for that to come in.
Unfortunately,
we're not
they're on
even-
back order, so we don't know
Yeah.
when they'll actually ship them.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to do? What do you got again?
He has 7.25 and 7.45, and he needs 7.35 ish. So you need like right in the middle.
Get them ordered right now.
Alright, so my prediction was right of my little outro that I needed new push rods, new push rod lengths. So I just ordered those off of Summit, so hopefully that comes in soon. I actually bought the Wednesday delivery, so it should be 2-day or whatever it was. And then right now I decided, hey, let's just put the engine in, because all we need to do is just put the push rods in. That'll be easy. It's not like we need to have it on here in the stand. So we might work on doing that, putting it in the car finally. But first we got a few other things that we need to like prep before we even put the engine in. Like I want to take the computer out, so that way I can take it to the place to get it tuned.
Let's go look at that, by the way.
Yeah.
Because we need to take the computer out so they can flash tune it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard to get at.
Well, good. We're gonna take it out. So they basically told him, who'd you talk to? Chords Performance?
Chords Performance.
So they said to just take it out, and then within the next few days they should be able to get to it and flash it really quick, and then he can take it and then bring it back. So instead of like towing the car all the way there and doing a dyno tune and all that, they can just get something on there good enough that they can get the engine running, and then he can bring it over for a real dyno tune after he's driven around a little bit on the flash tune.
Get a close up of this spider web zone
Oh my god, look at that.
thing.
We're gonna pop that out, and then I guess, yeah, like he said, we're gonna try to
You gotta squeeze the red part.
We're gonna try to put the engine in here
Those.
because putting the push rods in won't be super difficult. It's basically just getting in there and setting the lash with all that stuff. So
Oh, the spider web's tickling me. I don't know, I guess it just pops right up.
I just moved it and it came up. Sick.
that's
Oh,
how they
no
get you.
spiders or anything. Just us. Hell yeah.
Anyways, yeah, he's putting the engine together. Well, not together, but this thing on the engine. Whatever, this little spinny thingy with teeth on it.
That's a turbocharger.
I'm pretty sure that's, I think it's a supercharger.
No, we're putting.
Where's the bolts for it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's what we can't find.
No, we found
It's
those.
these ones.
No, those are for the clutch.
Don't touch them. Don't look at them.
Well, they might be over there.
No. You don't need those bolts, really. The less bolts you have, the more
No, there's enough,
lightweight it
there's
is.
enough rust on.
I thought these were the ones.
No, those are the clutch ones. I just put them there.
Anyways, yeah. So we got it on the stand, and then it's gonna go in that car over there, I guess. Hopefully.
Maybe one day.
We got his spinny squisher together thingy on here, and that took about at least 5 hours. Nah, it was like
30 minutes.
yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Like 30 minutes too long.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we're back over at Ivan's house. Randy's dead. And last time we were here,
And I'm still your stepdad.
yeah, still my stepdad, I guess. Sort of.
It's not legal.
So last time we were here, we tried to get the engine in and we couldn't get it lined up with the transmission very well, so we kind of just let it sit in here. Man, look at the spider webs already. Holy shit. Look at that. See
Oh
that?
yeah, I just cleaned it too the last time we were here.
These spiders are
2
active.
weeks.
Spiders are active AF. So we got the engine in there.
Kinda.
What aren't we still, don't we still need the push rods in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the push rods still have to go in, which is going to be probably pretty fun, especially since you have to adjust your rockers and whatnot way the hell back there.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to start first? Are we going to try to get it in there where you want it, or are you going to try to do push rods first, or does it even really matter?
I don't think it matters. So I was just thinking we can line it up with the transmission and stuff first. That way, you know, there's no push rods and rockers in there. Save us the extra like 3 pounds in total that it's gonna do just to move the engine a little bit easier. And then once that's all connected to the transmission and stuff, then we'll start messing with those push rods and rocker arms and such.
Well, we had an issue with the transmission. The whole reason why we couldn't get it in here is because the transmission was at kind of a different angle than like what the engine was at. So we were like not able to get it over the shaft on the transmission properly. So how are we gonna fix that? Because didn't we dropped the steering rack?
That's what Dad was just saying. We're probably gonna have to drop the
The whole sub thingy.
thing, yeah, the thing and stuff, so that way we can fit the other thing in there.
Oh damn. All right, so that sounds extensive and annoying. So let's do that. All right, we got a few bolts in. It's finally somewhat mated to the transmission. Randy's doing the annoying work.
Hi, everybody.
The accessories are on. About to put the belt on. Randy's putting the new push rods
Because Dan told him to.
because Dan is going nuts about it, saying it's not complete because the push rods aren't on yet. So we got quite a few things wired up to the sensors, alternators wired up, transmissions bolted up, AC compressors bolted up, starters on. Yeah, and
I gotta get my hair done.
Dan's gonna go get him.
Important.
Go get his manicure and pedicure.
You can't spell manicure. You can't say manicure without man.
So here's Randy. He put the push rods in, and now he's adjusting and tightening the rocker arms. Intake is on. Sensors are all plugged in. Valve cover's on. Coolant's in. Shouldn't be too much longer. Watch your oil pressure, yeah.
Very low fuel.
Okay. Battery's dead. See if it cranks over. Got oil? Alright. Watch your oil pressure. That's what we're looking for. Did it move?
No.
What? All right. Say a prayer. Watch your oil pressure. Got oil pressure? What? 45?
Can't see it much.
Faster and louder again, baby.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And the sewing machine sound is so much fucking better now. Oh my god.
Way quieter.
Way quieter. this ourselves after like 3 tries. Yes.
Randy's taking it home.
Hey buddy, this is a ticket, a one-way ticket to haul ass town.
Bye, GTO. I'll miss you.
Being naked in a pool is pretty awesome, though.
Yeah, it is.
I miss having a pool.
It is nice.